You're listening to Triple R breaking and entering with just myself, Simon, this afternoon, Lauren Taylor away this week, but back next week to quickly go through a couple of the songs we were listening to just there. A couple of cuts from the new mixtape from Emma DJ out of Paris. Godrhyme is the name of the release on Lee Gamble's label UIQ. Some amazing sort of symphonic and abstracted electronic hip hop sounds running throughout that release by Emma DJ. We also heard in there from Model Home out of Chicago with their new album. It's called Both Feet on the Infinite, and Nightbreak, the opening track we heard, some great sort of funked up hip hop. And from Aerosmith and Fidel, their new self-released album is called On the Edge. The Interview was the name of the track, and we started with Eris Drew. As promised, so excited to say that the time has arrived for a live stream, and we are joined here on Triple R by two incredible artists, Teether and Kuya Neil. Welcome to Triple R.
Yo, thank you for having us.
Huge honor for us to have you with us, and we're so excited to see the live set, of course, as huge fans of all of your music, both individually and together. Very, very grateful. And I know you're definitely in the zone, getting ready to perform. So I hope you don't mind just a few quick questions before we get there. And I should also say at this point that if you're listening in, you're going to be able to feel the immensity of the music. But if you are in a position to kind of watch the live stream as well, you can check out the Triple R website. It's also available through YouTube and Facebook as well, if they're handy. The video setup looks amazing. Bez Zaude was just telling me before he set it up, and it's looking like a monumental sort of Hype Williams video style. Some amazing lighting in there as well. So full visual impact. I did want to talk to you about the release that has just come out on Chapter Music Glyph. And I hope you don't mind, by way of introduction, to sort of cover quickly some of your other work. Of course, Teether, you're a musician, co-founder of the X Amount Collective. You've released music in projects like Two Birds, been making music for over a decade, and some of your early work in atmospheric metal bands. So I guess it's appropriate that you're coming from the metal room at Bakehouse Studios.
Yeah, it feels right in here.
It definitely. It's got a really correct vibe for sure. And Kuya Neil, of course, many listeners to Triple R would know your work in the numerous projects that you're involved with. There's the hip hop ensemble Fanu Spa, collaborations with Papaphilia and various artists, of course. Yum God, we were very lucky, Lauren and I, to have a set from you a few years ago. And so I guess all of that sort of leads to the present moment, which is what's brought you together. Maybe to start with, having worked with so many artists before, how did you both meet, and how soon after that did you start making tracks together?
Well, we went to school together, but we weren't really friends at the time, but we were both kind of just making music on our own and in pretty separate social circles. And then in the last year or two, I feel like those circles started to kind of cross over a little bit more, and we reached out to each other just during the lockdown, to talk about music. And I just decided to send him a track which became the first song we made, called Lamp. And immediately I was just like, it felt really easy working with him, sending music. It came back really quickly. It sounded great. We linked up and just spent a long time really just chatting more than getting straight into music, and kind of just getting to know each other. Because we'd kind of always been walking past each other and running into each other at shows, and we always had a good rapport, but it was just cool to kind of get acquainted properly. And from then on, we just made a tape really quickly, and these songs from this record as well just came together in the space of maybe 3-4 months.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it was just really easy, and it's just been a super fun collaboration, and one that feels really the timing just feels really perfect for both of us.
Perfect. You can really feel that energy, that friendship, and that sort of excitement that that permeates all of the releases. Of course, there was the God of Surprises EP on X Amount, and now we're very fortunate to have the Glyph mixtape too. One question I had for both of you, and maybe Teether, I could ask you first. With so many different projects that you're involved with, are there certain intentions or ideas or sounds that have come to define what makes a Teether and Kuya track? Kuya Neil track, sorry?
Yeah, I think because we try and keep that energy of it being fun. Like we want it to be fun to make. We want to make stuff that we want to simplify, like, you know, the sound that we both have, but kind of still create something that we haven't heard before. So I think it just kind of makes itself in a lot of ways, and I think a lot of the projects do. It just kind of feels like doing the natural, like the logical thing that we would do, like with whatever like sound that we're creating or whatever words that sound right, just record it and mix it together and just keep what sounds good. And I think that approach is similar across all projects. Like some definitely take longer and are more deliberate than others, but I think that energy like is kept through all of them.
Absolutely. So much energy, and not only energy within the group, but also energy that you give to others. And one thing I wanted to ask you about is the community building that you're both involved in. You're both deeply involved in supporting others, training artists, you know, for example, through the label collective X Amount Records, and also Kuya Neil through Melbourne Sound School, giving lessons in music production. Can you tell us a little bit about that place of community building in your musical endeavors? Maybe starting with you, Kuya Neil.
Yeah, it's always been kind of alongside it, you know, for me, like a huge part of kind of getting acquainted with a lot of people in the city. Like I used to not really go outside much or, you know, like engage with people heaps. So it was a great way to kind of connect and make friends and, you know, feel involved with what's going on around us, and like having a kind of mindset of like wanting to share things, I think, and not protect or like gatekeep things. I think is really important, and like trying to support that kind of like space where people are starting out or like learning or just working it out, or I think that's one of like the more exciting spaces in music, like at least in this city, outside of like the kind of industry. So it's always just been an interesting space. You find really nice people, cool people doing interesting things, and you can. It's a lot more fun. I think it feels less like a job or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it becomes this beautiful exchange, and yeah, you're teaching, but you're also learning at the same time. And yeah, it's a beautiful and very generous sort of value that you both share. And if you have just joined us, you're tuned to RRR Breaking and Entering, and we're very fortunate to be joined by Teether and Kuya Neil, who are about to perform for us a live set. It's coming straight from the Metal Room at Bakehouse Studios. The release is out on Chapter Music, and Guy and Ben, of course, have been huge supporters. I think I discovered one of your songs, Teether, your track with Hawk Rider, earlier this year when they were broadcasting on RRR. Could you talk to us a little bit about how you both connected with Guy and Ben and signed to Chapter Music?
Yeah, they heard God of Surprises when we released it, and they like really liked it and hit us up and were really supportive, and we could tell that they were really like fans of what we were doing, which was like really nice and really encouraging. And yeah, it seemed like, you know, the right thing to do to work with them, because I think we kind of all approach it from the same kind of perspective, you know, just wanting to make cool art that doesn't necessarily tie into any one particular genre, but just kind of, you know, whatever sounds good and whatever feels good to make and put out there, and just to kind of create, yeah, build like a world in this city where everyone is, you know, very talented and making a lot of incredible art.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for talking about the nature of your relationship, your friendship, and your collaboration. We're so excited to hear you perform live. So without further ado, let's go straight into the music. This is Teether and Kuya Neil live stream here on RRR. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Got no addy, I wonder. Got no addy. Like my daddy, I walk there. Too high for my doctor. Too slow for my posture. Too much in my sock tuck. Too close by for comfort. This one got me fucked up. Cause of February, I'm hit like a beheading. Push until I'm sweating. Push your luck and get to stepping. I was jumping straight in, skipping rocks across the setting. There's beauty in waiting. Angels give you shit for patience. I'm too elevated, I forgot what time and space is. I'm a regulator, always good at reading faces. Partial agitation, you could read it in my placements. Another devastator, try to tell me what my place is. I can't hear the cadence, my smoke louder than the bacon. I got no addy, I wonder, got no addy. Like my daddy, I walk there. Too high for my doctor, too slow for my posture. Too much in my sock tuck, too close by for comfort. This one got me fucked up.
Said Addy baby said we can slide. Got big pants like 2005. Not Michael Jackson, but remember the time. I still listen up for your smile kiss. Nikki say remember you not lucky you bliss. Savvy baby said he let you do it with chase. I don't come around but I will if you be his. Think how he's you just like Chris. Yes, eating fresh, feeling like a new washout. Gassing me to the face, feel like a blowout. Rock up in arm and I'm gonna rock. I'm a low, we flame boy, pulls a sock out. Yeah,
love we flame boy.
Can't sound like a bat, so I gotta blood out. Yeah.
Got no addy, I wonder. Got no addy. Like my daddy, I walk there. Too high for my doctor, too slow for my posture. Too much in my sock tuck, too close by for comfort. This blunt got me fucked up. Squawking out the big, hit my peak and plummet. Barker screech on summit. Always chose Kareem, but truthfully who wasn't? Choking up the scene, it could make you vomit. Nothing in my wallet but dust bunnies. Lit across the province and I saw sillies. I'm concerned with what it is that lurks beneath. Might have to retrieve the cutter from its cheek. Stumbled and got out with bloody gash in me. I felt gravel getting under. Swept in how a plover would for my green. Stretched it like a hummer sprawled on the street. Picked up my beloved, got no lights to see. Do not worry about me, brother, I got time to kick. Did retreat under the covers when the light came in. Only listen to my mother, she knows everything. I got wisdom in my blood, in my capillaries. Ink was dripping off the brush, wrote my history. As the earth was getting hot, it was blistering. You could see it in the spark, cause it's splintering. Cracked the fissure in my dogs, then go swap for free. Gotta cling onto your dockets, gotta keep receipt. The book billing at the dark on Victoria Street. The whole feeling feels off till I'm off my tree. Squawking out the big, hit my peak and plummet. Barker screech on stomach, always chose Kareem, but truthfully who wasn't? Choking up the scene, it could make you vomit. Wait. Shout out Kareem Campbell. Email chapter music if you don't like this music. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me, super somber. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me, super somber. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me, super somber. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me, super somber. Wrote it down in Louis talking. I was fighting with some monsters through the towel and I'm exhausted. Fuck it all in. Sudden shorting, circuitry, tried murking me, I caught it. Hands all burgundy, the board and fucking irking me, the board. What your purpose is, the clotted fucking blood in me imported. I'm a luxury. Yeah, the nutted fucking lux, I leave the water. I'm a luxury, the clotted fucking blood in me imported. I'm a luxury, the nutted fucking lux, I leave the water. I'm a luxury. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me super somber. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me super somber. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me super somber. Over yonder, cunts like me don't belong here. Got some theories, what's beyond there? Niggas like me super somber. What lies up above you? Got some theories that's beyond too. Got no money, got my values, bowling fucking like I'm Caillou. Got it on film like I'm Carlu, like I'm Phil. Red and blue on all the pills. Watch it from the windowsill. Let it burn, then what lies up above you? Got some theories that's beyond too. Got no money, got my values, bowling fucking like I'm Caillou. Got it on film like I'm Carlu, like I'm Phil. Red and blue on all the pills. Watch it from the windowsill. Let it burn and let it heal. Let it burn and let it heal. Let it burn and let it heal. I live by the 3 R's. Respect, revenge, the rules. Thank you, Triple R. What song could be next? It could be anything. Who knows? Oh, that one.
Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be someone. Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings.
Shotgun and no, touch my nose in a second. Reload my stats like a goddamn weapon. Fucking shit talking crow, never shook my depression. Hot nigga over stove, cooking beans to perfection. Got the rice on low, as I smoke my dope to the heavens. Couldn't have grown up better. Spitting out ash, smoking on stink, yeah. Bleeding like lamb on a rant to the street, yeah. That's a weird lie, but I got thick skin. Always been black, huh? Always been him, yeah. Took a quick slash by the trash, by the bins, and I had a big drag. That's a critical hit, that's original sin. Shit's criminal, wouldn't know what miserable is. Haunted digital, still feel the umbilical snip. I'm a miracle, young nigga crawling out the pit with the spirit full, healing good. Talking to my spliff, talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Talking with my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be buffing for a gleam, for a glint. Know the city like the crease on my wrist, puffing steam like a cig, like a train in the sticks. Out the way, I felt sick when I stared in his face. At his grin, stood up pace, rearranging the list as it shrinks. I'm awaiting some shit, demonstrate what to do in his way. Cause the blade that it hit, cause the riff when we walked in the place. Waited ages for this, cause the shift when we stepped in the fray. On some shit, fucking ripped out my brain. I'm a dread in 06, fucking crazy. I'm a simp, want a ring for my lady. Shot call it like string, stop calling my sim. I hate it, fall in my dip and might taste it. Walking frown, everybody's jaws about facing. Gon' walk about, can't cancel out noises like phase. Cook like a porterhouse. Book this, spend some time raising. Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Talking with my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Talking to my brother, what it's like to be other, what it's like to be kings, what it's like to be sullen. Throwback to 2021. Baggy's calling for me, talking to me, pick me up. I think I found my calling. Rolling, fucking rolling up. A vessel cannot hold me. You're not speaking quite enough to be talking to me. I cannot sing low enough. Move, make some room. I've been avoiding since I hopped out the room. Filled that void up with a whole lot of booth. I've been that boy since we climbed on the roof. Bank account stuck around 3 figures too. And I've been around for a fucking while now too. I could sit him down talking to cause he likes school. Buzzing like a hive, riding that bull, holding on for my life. Rubbing its wounds, probably want a knife for the trip on that road. I don't trust the night, and the daylight's crawling with ghouls intertwined. Just sides as they stride, I use my peripherals. Baggy's calling for me, talking to me, pick me up. Think I found my calling, rolling, fucking rolling up. Baggy's calling for me, talking to me, pick me up. Think I found my calling. Hey, hey. I'm the same cunt, waved my hello then departed. Walked the long way home, took the roads uncharted. I could feel it in my bones, same shit that kept running. Hit a slalom around the poles, cause I always been a target. If I told you once no, don't make me beg your pardon. Real name said life is a show, and I never could argue. Shit takes a fucking toll, how I wish it was a cartoon. Never let go, might even snitch on you. It was written in code, but I solved a lot of puzzles. When you pull out your smoke, cause it got a lot to ask you. And you sound like the Pope, get back in your castle. You really gotta know I pack my spliff like a parcel. Baggy's calling for me, talking to me, pick me up. I think I found my calling, rolling, fucking rolling up. Baggy's calling for me, talking to me, pick me up. I think I found my calling, rolling, fucking rolling up. Moving like a blade through the meadow. Cannot look away from the halo. Looking like Blade. I got some lit in my memos. It's a grinch like echo. 'Twas a long day. Crushed to a pile of those petals. I don't want flowers or medals. Pause till the sediment settled. And it grew louder. Foot on the pedal, push metal. Carved in the trunk with the router. Bike out the trunk, hit the ground thump. Gets me around lost. Stuck in my town unsettled. Something like groundhog, but I got better. Slumped with the frown on like I'm on ketter. Cramped in the clown car, trial and error. Lets people down lost, I'm a go-getter. Picking my ounce up as the pace setter. Riding laps around us, there's some dilemmas you can't get out of. Holding my head up, trying to look down on it, got no umbrella. I need more rain than a fountain. Cooling my trek off, cause it took hours. Digging that hole like a trade. Running on fumes and vapor. Drinking my juice by the flames. Fell upon good and bad fate. Look at that grimace, that face. Moving like a blade through the meadow. Cannot look away from the halo. Looking like Blade. I got some lit in my memos. It's a grinch like echo. 'Twas a long day. I no longer wait for the stragglers. Spent the whole day, gotta stay home. Digging that hole like a trade. Running on fumes and vapor. Drinking my juice by the flames. Fell upon good and bad fate. Look at that grimace, that face. I grin upon him is a miracle. Eerie ghoul, all of my find is empirical. Steering that way, hey, digging that hole like a trade. Running on fumes and vapor. Drinking my juice by the flames. Fell upon good and bad fate. Wait, look at that grimace, that face. Wait, steering that way. It's our last song. Thank you for listening to us. Squirming out the holster, hasn't that sure, but also has so been. Muddle mind so sorry, I don't mean to hold ya. Muzzle tight jaw, hit my work like soldiers. I'm a mic try sober, cause what's your problem? Second thought over my corpse, don't wanna. Thought and forth, heated till it's cooked like lobster. Ran out of oil, should've sold an extra bottle. Get it how you gotta, stifling a shutter. Sharpening my knife with the bread and the butter. Rolling up the shutters, smoking like rubber, and I'm burning outside around the house with my lover. Emptied out the rent account, almost missed the buzzer. Dreaming about my teeth falling out in the gutter. Passing the retreat on the street undercover. Too hungry to eat, set a plea for a slumber. Careful what you mean, how you speak on the tester. I've been in the same spot, sipping on nectar. Careful what you mean, how you speak on the tester. I've been in the same spot, sipping on nectar. Wait, that approach, one under the shellfish. There it goes, leading with my helmet. Septic quotes, drowning out the albums. Cantaloupe, rain like it's clouded. Boy, I'm really about it, louder than alarm bells. I can hear my heart, floating in the dark smell coming from the car. Quiet in the Parkville, muzzled on the bark. Buckled like a seatbelt, crashing through the glass. Wouldn't know I sneak well, I already passed. Push you into lethal, standing on my park. Only way I sleep well, drinking from carafe. Posted in the deep well, reminiscing past. Oi. Posted in the deep well, reminiscing past. Oi. Thank you. We're Teether Kuya Neil. Our new album GLYPH is out now through Chapter Music. December 12th, we're playing at Max Words as part of Melbourne Music Week.
Thank you so much. You've been listening to Teether and Kuya Neil live on Triple R, coming to you from the Metal Room at Bakehouse Studios in Richmond. As you just mentioned, Teether performing tracks from your brand new debut mixtape GLYPH, which is out via Chapter Music. Shout out to Guy Blackman and Ben O'Connor from Chapter Music. And of course,
Shout out to Chapter Music.
Chapter Music 2021. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chapter Music, for everything.
incredible set. And as you also just mentioned there, should say that during December, people will have got a really strong impression of your extraordinary live set just here, but you will be performing at Max Watts as part of the Melbourne Music Week live music safari, which was announced earliest day, December 12. And I think you'll be performing alongside one of the artists who features on GLYPH, actually, ZK King, and also Seafrim, Mulalo, Ryan Fennis, Caucasian Opportunities as well. So definitely check that out. But yeah, I just wanted to say a huge thank you as well to our sponsors, Young Henrys, for making these live streams possible. And thank you to everyone who's been listening or been watching via our website, Teether and Kuya Neil's performance via the Triple R website and social media pages. If you missed it, you can listen back on demand, or if you didn't miss it and you heard it and you're going to listen back on demand like I am, you can watch it via Triple R's website as well. Just head to rrr.org.au. Huge thanks again for joining us on the program, Teether and Kuya Neil.
Thank you for having us.
Always a great pleasure. You are tuned to Triple R. I'm going to cut to some sponsorship announcements. Be back with some more music after this.